Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the land of the Hinter, what we in the business are calling Hinterland. Thanks for joining me again. So after our last episode, maybe even somewhat of a fiasco, I do sometimes struggle to wrap my brain around certain complex issues, such as an auto load trailer. I went back and I revisited it, and I kind of get it. I still think it's wonky. It's wonky. I'm just gonna leave it at that. I think it's wonky. I don't think it's broke, but I think it's stinking odd how it works. But anyways, decided to move on, onward and upward. You know, you got to keep going in life. You can't just look to the past. You got to move ahead. So that's what we're gonna do. Um, Got some fields to mulch up. All this cotton stuff has to get ground up and put into the soil, I guess. Weeds are already growing. I don't know why, but they are. So weeds again. I've pretty much had it. They'll do what they do, and maybe that's pretty realistic, right? Because in real life, weeds are gonna, it's like, how do weeds always grow between the little cracks in the sidewalk? Why would you pick that little tiny spot in the sidewalk to grow when right next to the sidewalk is this big yard, and you could have, all the beautiful soil that you'd want, but they choose to grow in the crack of the sidewalk. And maybe they're smart. Maybe they know the mower's not going to get them there. But apparently they've not heard of Roundup, so good luck with that. Anyways, I was getting the tractor brought over here, getting our roller changed to mulcher. I'm amazed I have yet to forget to do that, because that would be so easy for me to do. But I always switch it from, field rolling to mulching, and I just noticed it says mulching right there, so that's interesting. I don't ever remember seeing it change. That's kind of cool. And then I took a little peek this way, and look what I found. A stinking cotton bale. How did I have no idea. I don't know. I don't know how I missed it. I swear at the end of that episode we drove like right by here. Yeah. So, gonna have to get that cotton bale moved. I think I already returned the trailer from down under, if you know what I mean. So we'll have to go grab our own trailer to get this thing moved. And honestly, just for the time being, why don't we just... You know what? I don't feel so bad with the old super strength anymore if I have to deal with some weird auto loading action. So there you go, buddy. I'll turn you off. Let's get this thing fired up. Get a little courseplay action going here. And been thinking about making an executive decision regarding our clothing spinnery shop. What do we have here? Number of headlands, 3. Headland, round. Let's go with sharp. Why not? Oh, this is the advanced deal, isn't it? That's right. I activated, what do you call it? Pro mode? I don't know what they call it. I don't think it's called pro mode. Anyways, what is it called now? Oh, expert mode. Yeah, I activated expert mode. Okay. So now I have even more options to confuse me. All right, so number of headlands, 3. Headland sharp. That's good enough. Headland direction clockwise. Ah, okay. Headland overlap, 7%. You know what? I like 6%. Actually, I have no idea. Up and down, automatic. Boy, I better not mess with too much of this stuff. Holy cow. Up and down row angles. This is not good for me to have this many options. Simplicity is the winner in my life. I can tell you that right now. Let's just do it and hope for the best. All right. Yeah, it looks like it didn't Yeah, it looks like it didn't destroy anything too much there. And we can turn that on there. Where's our starting? There's our starter. You know what? First waypoint. I'm just going to let you do what it is you do. And we're going to grab the little Ultra. It's been a while since we've been in the little Ultra. And let's get our Fleagle. An auto load trailer that even I can figure out. Our silage bales there should be getting pretty close, I would think. We really need that silage because our cows are going to start going hungry, I think, maybe as soon as next month. Alright, where do we need to go? I think we need to go this way, don't we? Let's go up here and see if we can pick up this cotton bale. So here's the executive decision I think I'm just going to go for. I think we're just going to start selling clothing on the monthly instead of storing it. Are you kidding me? Seriously though. Ha! That is so... that's how this episode's gonna start, huh? Okay. I thought, out of all places, it'll be out of the way there. There you go, buddy. You happy with that? Alright. Now look how easy that is. The bale's loaded. It's got straps that are working. So simple. So easy. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. I'm thinking we're just, like everything else we have in production, we're just gonna let it sell. And just enjoy whatever money we get per month. But before we can do that, I think this is how it's going to work. We're going to sell what's kind of been stashed up there. Now, well, actually, no. Actually, I kind of thought about that. I think we're going to wait and sell what's in storage until, what was it, April or something like that, as long as that doesn't shift on us. And I think we can sneak in through here, can't we? And then I think what we'll do is, let me go first person so I can see what in the world we're doing here. Alright, let's scooch in here. I kind of got these stacked up pretty well, I think. At least well enough to where... Look at how easy. I love that. That is the easiest unload and load. Nothing complicated. Did I turn off my... Did I turn off my thingy? Yeah, I did. Okay. Let's move you over. We'll just kind of tuck you in right there. That should be pretty good. Okay. So here's the thought that I have on our goodies is I'm going to turn on selling. And I think what should happen, this is going to continue to distribute. We're going to turn that to selling for clothes. So monthly, the clothes, what it produces will sell. The question I have is, I know none of these will sell because they're already spawned. But will the 60, almost 70,000 liters of clothing here, will it sell? I think it will. If I remember correctly, I think it will. And in that case, I think what we're going to do... Actually, you know what? If we do this... Let's see if it spawns a couple more. kind of thinking it shouldn't. Oh. Oh. Okay, I think that is right then. Excellent. Okay. I think we've got our answer. So no more boxes are spawning. I swear if they spawn when I walk away, I'm going to lose my mind. Alright, so now all this stuff, I don't know if it'll all sell. I'm assuming it's all going to sell overnight here. So we are going to have, I would think, a very large amount of money coming our way. And then all these that are in storage here, this mess, I think we're going to wait to sell those until top price, which is, I think, April. I think it was April or something like that. If I can find it, here we go. Yeah, so we'll probably wait till April unless that target moves. So 18,990. Yeah, that's a pretty large amount that we should be waiting for. I mean, that's like $6,000 difference. So let's not sell those yet. Let's get out of Dodge. You know, I guess it's kind of a testament to... In a way, it's kind of a testament to my stupidity. But also a testament to the game. Where I have played this game, right, for like over 10 years. And the game continues to, you know, evolve and stuff to where there's still plenty of new things, you know, that I'm not used to doing. And it's kind of cool because it doesn't get boring that way. It's kind of nice. Hello, girl, animal dealer girl. Not really sure what your name is. Sorry. Heinrich, I need to talk to you for a second, brother. I know you're not gonna like this. There we go. Heinrich, don't get that trailer for me anymore. I didn't like that thing. Oh, he won't talk to me if I got the axe in my hand.
Hi.
Alright, yeah. I was just kidding anyways, buddy. I wouldn't do that to you. So, that trailer sucked. Alright. While we're here, we probably should take a quick look at the used market. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. We've discussed having one of these, haven't we? Does this not have an auger? It does have. Isn't that the... Is that the auger on the side there? This little gizmo here? That would be kind of really handy for the big crops, wouldn't it? I just don't know if I have the energy to deal with it. Oh, wait a minute. It only holds 44, like almost 44,000? Nah. You're a pup. We need the big one if we're going to buy that. Nice little Voltra. 305 horsepower. Nothing particular. This would be really nice to pick up a forage harvester at some point, but really, I don't think we've had an opportunity to really need one yet, so maybe we should just save our money. Alright, let's go take a little drive here and see. Make sure our mulcher helper person is doing what they're supposed to do. So for seeding and planting, we kind of need to make a call here because we're in that winter time frame where we either need to seed wheat, barley, or wait. Now, we've got 2 fields of wheat right there, over there. Those 2 fields by the farm are both planted, kind of ready to go. It looks like our mulcher is doing what it's supposed to do, so that's good. And we're starting to get late into the day, so as much as I hate to do it, I think we're just going to get these fields all prepped up. We're not going to do any more planting or seeding. In the meantime, since we're not going to be doing any more planting and seeding here, and these 2 are good to go, we'll take the money that we're going to get from clothing. We should get a pretty substantial clothing amount. And I think what we'll do is we'll get these fields prepped, and we will buy some land. And I think we're going to keep working down in the southeast here and work our way over. Excuse me. And this will also give us time, these months here, the winter months, will give us a little bit of time to get new fields created, get our current fields ready to go. I think you're all following what I'm throwing down. And then we also, of course, have the average, the daily chores, keeping care of the animals, doing the feeding, the milking, the wooling, and all that fun stuff. So it's not like we won't have anything to do, because we definitely will. But it's, as far as, actual planting and seeding, I think we're going to wait. And then when spring comes around, just to plan ahead a little bit here, we'll probably replant. Well, hopefully we'll have pants, but we'll replant some more grain, whether it be wheat or barley. Maybe do another thing of sunflowers. Sunflowers are good because we can we can make, I think we've got our flour mill will use it, plus our oil mill will use it, butter will use it. So that's a pretty good crop for us. More corn is definitely on the horizon. As far as potatoes and sugar beets go, our open air gardens seem to be taking care of us with the sugar beets. I need to look and see how our sugar production is going. That's the only thing that we might be a bit laggy in, is in our sugar production, because we're really relying just on our open air gardens for sugar. But I went, and I don't know if I mentioned this, but I turned off cotton. Actually, I didn't do it during last episode. I did it after. I turned off all the cotton in all the open gardens. So the only thing growing in every open garden we have is sugar beets right now. I believe that's what I did, because we are pretty good in the cotton right now. So sugar beets kind of reign supreme with our open air gardens. We can always throw down more open air gardens. I think that's what we're just going to continue to do, and not worry about actually planting potatoes or sugar beets. Potatoes, I don't even know that we need potatoes for anything. I think the pizza factory, did our pizza restaurant have, it seems like maybe our pizza restaurant had a need for potatoes for one of its pizzas. Yes, right there. So potato pizza, which sounds disgusting, I think, but I guess we could throw a couple open air gardens towards that if we wanted. So that is the direction of Hinterland at this point. If you all have any other thoughts, ideas, I'd be happy to hear them, but I think that's the direction we're going. I think we're just going to keep up with the grain, with things like, wheat, barley. We are going to do more cotton and other nonsense. Let's see here. So all of our open air gardens are all, yeah, okay. The only other thing I can think of for the open air gardens is some of them are just water. And I could throw some seeds and fertilizer, and we'd get higher production from them that way. The water ones, the water only open air gardens don't produce quite as fast, but they seem to be doing a pretty decent job overall. Let's take a quick peek ski at our 2 wheat fields. I want to make sure. Okay, so we are good with fertilizer, and I don't think I missed lime, did I? We rolled, and lime is good. Is lime every 3 years? I think it's every 3 seasons, right? Is how it's rotated. So we're good here, I think, until growth. Our sugar factory is where? Where's our sugar mill? Where is our sugar mill? You're not our sugar mill. You're our sugar mill. Sugar beet sugar is the only thing growing here. Sugar beet cut sugar. We don't want to do that. Sugar cane. Oh, boy. Yeah. Maybe we should do some sugar beets. I would rather do sugar beets than sugar cane. Oh, man, I don't think I'm ready for sugar cane. Yeah. And of course, next time, you know, we'll be doing sugarcane. But actually, I think I'd almost rather do sugar beets than sugarcane, if I'm being honest with you. I'm going to look at some of the mods that are out there and see what kind of cool mods there are for sugar beets and for sugarcane, and maybe that'll help make the decision. It seems like from an, I guess, location standpoint, Germany would be much more likely to produce potatoes. Oh, I like the way those free roll. The rollers keep rolling a bit up in the air like that. That's kind of cool. It just adds to that realism, you know, like you see them rolling on the ground, and then when the thing lifts up, they don't just like stop abnormally, you know. It's kind of cool. So I'm going to take a look at the mods though, and see if there's anything really cool out there for us to try out for sugar beets or sugar cane. And if there is, maybe that will make our decision for us. But right now I'm kind of thinking sugar beets. When are sugar beets? When does sugar beets come around? Sugar beets, yeah, okay. Well, we could do a nice load of sugar beets. It wouldn't take more than one of these large fields to probably take care of our sugar beet needs for a while. How many times can I say sugar beets? I don't even want to think about it. Sometimes it's nice just to sit and go for the ride. Would still like to get a larger roller mulcher, but I have yet to find a larger mulcher. In fact, I don't think there are any larger mulchers out there. Maybe unrealistic, maybe super unrealistic ones, like 50-meter job or something. So on my way to work this morning, you know how they have those cars that have the automatic engine turn-off dealios? You know, you pull up to them at a stoplight, and you hear the engine stop, like cut out, and then the light turns green, the person touches the gas, the engine turns back on, and off they go, right? I happened to be next to one of those cars this morning, and 3 lights in a row we met. And at each of those lights, there was a very, very short wait for us at the light. And at every single light, that engine cut off within probably 5 seconds. The engine had to come back on again, and off we went. That cannot be good. That cannot be good mechanically for a car. And it certainly isn't saving anything. Now, somebody could say, "Oh, over time, Brad, over time, you know, like over 20 years, you can't even imagine the amount of carbon, blah, blah, whatnot that'll save." Oh, whatever. I will bet, maybe not money, because I lose when I bet money, but I will bet that, one, it uses more to do that than it does shutting off. 2, the wear and tear, because it's a known fact that the most wear and tear on an engine is from initial start, right? Now, maybe it's not so bad since the engine is warm or hot, maybe the wear is not that bad. Maybe it's just cold engine start, but it still is not. It can't be good for that engine to shut off, turn on, shut off, turn on. That's ridiculous. Thousands, the number of times that has to happen during the life of a car would be thousands of times it has to do that. And I'm just thinking to myself, man, is that really the best we got? Really? That's the best we could figure out was some people in some conference room, some idiot said, you know what? When I stop at a stoplight, I turn my car off. Oh, no. I bet it was some guy who's like, you know what? I go through the McDonald's drive-thru. I always turn off my engine in the drive-thru because I just can't stand the thought of my car running and it not moving. And then some other idiot said, well, let me take that a step further. Why don't we just do that every time we're at a stoplight? Oh my gosh, man. You are freaking brilliant. Absolutely ludicrous. Ludicrous. That's it. That's all I got today. That's my rant. I just think we got to start looking at some of that stuff and going, man, come on. Really? If you're that concerned about it, freaking walk, bike or walk. And then all these electric bikes, I love this too. Oh, it seems like everybody and their brother who has a YouTube channel has a commercial for an ad, for an electric bike. And don't even get me started on the fact that I pay for YouTube Premium, but still get the pleasure of watching ads inside of the channel. Oh, this video is sponsored by... Oh, come on, really? But anyways, that's a different topic altogether. All these electric bikes that are out there, hundreds of thousands of them now. Do people not realize that they have to charge? And do people not realize what it takes to produce the electricity to charge these things, including our idiotic electric cars? It just boggles my mind, the short-sightedness of some things. And I think recently, was it the CEO of Toyota, was it? It was Honda or Toyota. I think it was Toyota. Said that electric cars are not going to be the future at all. It's a totally different engineering thing they're working on. I don't know if it's going to be one of these runs on water things or whatever they come up with. But look, I get it. We all, nobody wants our planet to be nasty. Nobody wants our air to be polluted. Nobody wants our future generations to deal with. I mean, it irritates me to see garbage on the side of the road. It's just, people who just do thoughtless things like that, but at the same time, we really have to we gotta stop looking at the latest and greatest rage that's out there. Just because somebody throws out a statistic, doesn't mean that it's real. It doesn't mean, that it's even makes sense in our current existence. I think one of the best things this country could do that would be great for everybody would be to invest in better transportation infrastructure as far as bus routes and trains and public transportation. That is what we should be doing by a long shot, because you're talking about not only will you be cutting down on the individual cars, but you'll also be making accessibility that much better for people who can't afford a car, who can't afford Uber every day and need a ride to work. And you start investing in this transportation deal, this public transportation. We are so lacking in the United States, behind probably every country in the world, for public transportation. It's ridiculous. And why that is, there's no excuse for it. Absolutely no excuse for it. Less cars on the road, better roads, less money we have to spend on construction. I mean, there's so many pluses to public transportation. You know what the only plus isn't for public transportation? Money. Money in the pockets of the people that are building the cars and blah, blah, blah. So, there you go. There's Brad's little rage for my rant. I'm not really raging. I'm not that upset, but there's my little rant. It's been a while since, but it just made me think today when I was driving to work how ridiculous this car was that was turning itself off every 2 seconds. And I'm like, come on. We got to do better than this. We got to do better than this. Otherwise, we're not going to have views. We're not going to have, we're not going to have views like this in Hinterland. That mist right there will be some smog or something. And of course, here I am ranting and raving about about pollution. And if we take a look over here, you can see that I took perfectly good oh boy, perfectly good land, tore it up and put a bunch of production factories. Oh boy. Well, what are you gonna do? Let's just pretend like all of those production factories over there are, they're all green. They're all polluting as little as possible. All right, everyone. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Hinterland. It's a weekend edition, so yeah, maybe we are a little more loose than normal, but I just wanted to hang out with y'all, talk a little bit about what's been going on in my brain. It's Friday, and that's what it is, but this will probably come out Saturday night or Sunday. I'm not really sure. I'm going to play a little bit more Farmer's Dynasty. That game cracks me up. I got to get back into that a little bit, and we'll see where that goes to. But you know what? You all take care of yourselves. Just use some common sense. I don't think that's asking too much, but maybe from somebody who couldn't figure out a bale trailer, maybe that is asking a lot. But you all take care of yourselves. Take care of each other, as always. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining me again. It's awesome to have you here. And I'll see you all real soon. Yeah, bye for now.